Brush your teeth. Take care of your teeth. Cooked tooth, it's what's for dinner. Gross. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for Phobies. In fact, it's time for viewer games for Phobies. We're going to be watching a bunch of games submitted by the viewers, see what cool things we have in store, because there's always something wacky, wild, and or absolutely unhinged. And I've joked about this if you haven't watched all the way through the streams, but I'll usually bring it up once or twice a night that I often consider trying to create like an award for the most unhinged game of the night. And let me know down in the comments what you think is the most unhinged game of the night, because usually there's one that is quite clearly just deranged. But before we jump into the games, I of course have to let everybody know that I am part of the content affiliate program. That means that the Phobies team does in fact give me coffee for producing Phobies content. We're going to get into those games and see what people have in store. What's going on chat? We're going to jump in here. Actually, I got to switch to the other. I didn't get to edit the video today because from yesterday for Monster of the Week, so I got to do that this week. Man, I got a lot of stuff going on this week. Holiday week here in the U.S. Going to be a lot of things going on. I kind of hope these are shorter games tonight. We'll see what happens. This one's a medium length. Leading off here with Painful Fate on Ill Intent, No Notes. Game will speak for itself. We'll see what we got here. This one must have been pre-patch. Yeah. Wah, wah. We're just going to kind of let this one play so we can say that we did. If we kick into a point where we can actually comment on it, great. If not, sorry. This is the way they go sometimes. But yeah, I didn't get to edit the Monster of the Week video. There were definitely some cool games from that. If you haven't checked it out, check that one out. It'll be releasing tomorrow by the time this goes up on YouTube. So you probably haven't checked it out yet. Just notifications. You know how this works. You've heard it from plenty of other YouTubers and streamers. I don't know what the hell's happening in this game. I'm not going to lie. What? Suddenly a lot of things disappeared, I can tell you that much. But it looks like our hero is at the advantage. Ultimately, that's a Hematic Gin Sting, and that's a Mopsy for some bizarre reason. Bad guy seemingly hates panic points, completely allergic to them until now. Hey, the turns work once again. On turn 18 of 25, why not? Gonna cut this Bow Mangles down to size. I wonder if the Eternal Night survives this disease. It should, right? Flipping them panic points back in our hero's favor. It's funny, the survey that was put out by... Oh, that's a good show. I was going to say Shove Shark, but it's Finnegan. I guess Finnegan is a Shove Shark. But the survey, multiple surveys that were put out by Fortute, it made me think about it again, that in order to buff Eternal Night, it actually needs to lose HP so that it's easier to kill and therefore trigger the enormous damage. Just clearing stuff out. Singular shot, no meatball. Bad guy's left with a couple of 1-keys and a Finnegan. Probably not going to do it against a Hematic Gin Sting unless you're about to win. And in this particular case, that is not what is happening here. Finnegan is a little bit safe, but the Cowbell and Contortio should die this turn. Maybe only Contortio. But our hero has plenty of breathing room trying to set this up, and now bad guys just are on the ropes. Reeling in shambles, if you were. This one would have been much more interesting if we knew what the hell was going on, but yeah, that's the way the game goes sometimes. And it's not, we don't know what's going on in the sense of it being a weird-ass game like we have sometimes. Instead, it is, well, disease finish. GG. I'm gonna say well played. We don't actually know. we'll just say it's well played. And we'll go with that. Alright. Let's see here, chat. Let us see here. Got cheeseburger. Alright, cheeseburger is going to be game number 2 on like and subscribe here. What are the notes for this one? No notes for this game as well. Apparently everybody hates giving us spoilers of any kind, which I guess is good. Alright, Gravedigger openers by both players. This is fair. This is completely reasonable. We see this a lot on this map. We're not seeing the suicidal run to the middle point and then letting player 2 just brutalize whatever you sent there. So we get an early Shove Shark plus Corn. It's only a 19-turn game, so I was about to say strap in, but realistically, this is a, you know, fairly normal game. Oopsie Baby. I actually like Oopsie Baby a lot, both on this map and in general. I think Oopsie Baby is kind of an underrated phobie for the most part. Maybe the most interesting discussion point about Oopsie Baby is it's a one-move 3-ranger, but it seems completely fair in a world where the Sentinels exist. Maybe if the Sentinels are nerfed, Oopsie Baby shoots up in prominence and becomes oppressive. Because any 3-ranger is a potential serious threat, but it just doesn't feel like it is nearly as powerful as those, at least at the moment. Speaking of 3-rangers, we get the Shove Shark, gonna take down... We're just taking a pot shot on Wiggy? Is that really the target? I mean, I guess that's fine, but like... I don't know. Blondie! With Shove Shark down, it's gonna take a little bit for Blondie to actually connect. But we're getting debuffs set up for both sides. Potential debuffs, anyway. That's an interesting break. Is this enough? Would it not have made more sense to crack a block on the bottom so that the Oopsie Baby can soften things up? I get wanting to get the hit on the Innocuous. And the Wiggy was basically dead, but that did nothing. Because there's no follow-up, that Innocuous is just going to stand back there, and guess what? Damage doesn't change a Phobie's damage output. At least not downward. I guess you could say heart damage buffs Onion Boy's damage, but that isn't really what we're talking about here. Bad guy... hell-bent on hemorrhaging Phobies? Dude, what is happening here? I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I always like to give whoever our hero is their 15 minutes of fame. You know, like, get their time in the limelight, let them show off what they're doing. But there are some games that get submitted where it's just like, you are just stomping the living crap out of whoever. And I feel like bad guy, I don't know what their plan is here. Do we get Sparky coming in? Like, I get that. Bad guy still has like a gazillion keys, I will say that. Still have like a gazillion keys. Disease, Ray. Blondie powered down still does over 500 damage. You're trading 7 keys for 5? That's just obnoxious. Like, that's just annoying. Oh, it's Collector. Let's go. How are Collector's legs so tiny like that? Like, when he's curled up, you can see how big his arms are, but look at his legs. They're so tiny. And then when he stands up, the man's like 90 feet tall. They could have just put... They could have put the Crushmore down one so that they don't get... Our hero doesn't get 2 Gravedigger hits. Maybe they're going to kill it with the corn or something. Dude, a Thunder Rocks? Now you know you're in bad shape. If you're resorting to jump scare Thunder Rocks, you're having a really bad day. It's not a good time. There's a Collector. Where's my money? Down goes the oopsie, baby. Pterodactyl. Terror of the low elo. Can't believe this Ray is still alive. I'm not gonna lie. Can you even kill this? Okay, you can probably kill this Collector now. It's gonna take an enormous amount of effort, though. They get there, though. They get there. Yeah, this one's kind of just an ass whooping. We really know 2 ways about it. What's good at W's? Yeah, first 2 games of the night, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why the sound cut out there. I did not do that. GG. Cheeseburger taking it down. There's a food poisoning joke in here somewhere. But, nope. It's not coming to me. Not coming to me. Food poisoning is always funny, right, Chad? It is absolutely not. If you have never experienced food poisoning, you just be thankful you haven't. It is not a pleasant experience. Let's put it that way. This is a long one, or longish one. All right, dearh versus A Markand. I wonder if this is a Monster of the Week game. It is not. This is a ladder game. It's not funny, don't laugh. You know, sometimes you just have to laugh, because the alternative is to cry. So there were notes for this game. There were notes for this game. Gravedigger Terraform saves a losing match. On this map, the only way, one of 2 things probably happened. I'm going to guess either a Resurrect Phobie was killed, or either a Resurrect Phobie was killed, or there's a hard push and, like, you lock them out. Early jar. This map is very much symptomatic of early map design, with these panic points that cover central tile. It's just an issue. A rather eclectic composition here. Down goes Tickles, despite being level 15, 1-5. Jar is safe. No real threat here that I can see. We do have an Inoculus added to the team. Thrilling game, chat. Just, I'm stunned into silence at the excitement of this particular game. Oh look, Sentinel Shove Shark. Okay, could have seen that coming. Hey, Morgan, banking up to 11 keys, 17 total. What is the game plan here? With the panic points split like this, obviously somebody has to do something. Our hero, dearh, is maxed out on Phobies, so... Ooh, oopsie baby. I don't know if that's what I would have gone for. But we get a Shove Shark Oopsie Baby, which is going to do an Inoculus impression. But there is an advantage to dearh. I mean, we saw it in the notes, but the fact that there's a Gravedigger on the board means that some of these Phobies are going to be vulnerable when they quote-unquote shouldn't be. What are we doing here? Ooh, that locks out the Oopsie Baby, and now the jar is isolated. This is actually a great play. And I called this at the beginning, that, like, it's not... I guess I didn't technically call it because I said hard push, but this is the spot I was thinking of, like, locking this area off, because it segments A. Markin's team into two different places. Now, the Shove Shark here does allow for a takedown on the Inoculus. 3 Ranger goes down. And we're going to lose the creep here as well. 9 keys to 7 remaining. We're going to find out if the Gravedigger can actually kill the jar. Presumably not. Or otherwise, the cowbell would have been moved up. But this is a triple panic point advantage. That's a bad omen. 7 keys from A. Markin remaining. What is going to be the response once something dies? There's going to be this cowbell, obviously. I feel as though... Well, Shove Shark's probably up. I was going to say you'd be better off, rather than popping the obstacle, taking a pot shot on, like, the Gravedigger. But the Shove Shark means that Erratic probably would have ended up in range to tee off onto the Oopsie Baby, which you don't want, for obvious reasons. But A. Markin's now kind of in a weird spot. You got to find a way to get these panic points flipped. And you only get 6 more keys to add to your team. You knew it was coming. This is an old trick. Using the Gravedigger as a range extender, allowing the Erratic to connect. This does put the Erratic into range of the jar on the stem. Including Shove Shark, meaning double attacks here. A. Markin still has 6 keys to utilize, but because of the Bachelor, they can't actually get there right now. Can't add anything to the team. But in fact, Jar goes down, getting sniped thanks to the displacement onto Erratic. I don't know what A. Markin does here. There's no way to get to that Erratic fast enough. I don't think. The positioning from the Oopsie Baby actually kind of hosed A. Markin. Because having to shift the oopsie... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. It would have mattered if you needed one more hit. That's a little surprising, not maintaining that panic point for another turn of triple panic point advantage. You're at 1640. I get not wanting to give stuff up, but maybe it would have been worth it there. Numbskull is an interesting addition to the team. I would have preferred something more mobile, but yes, I get it. Oopsie baby taking down the corn there. Panic points are finally going to flip in A. Markin's favor, but not for very long. This is a good heads-up play by Bad Guy here, standing on the panic point just to prevent it from an easy recap. But because of that trap, and there's a ton of traps here. The irony, powered down oopsie baby. I assume it's just because A. Markin can't kill it, but that feels weird. Also, I kind of think you needed to attack it with the Shove Shark. Oh, no. Oh, my God. When was the last time you saw this board state? Look at this. This goes beyond heebie-jeebies special. This is some next level meme. Well, Murderwing's not dead yet, but it will be shortly. Recap the panic points. BBZ, what's good? And I gotta be honest, this was weird, but Gravedigger did take it. Gravedigger MVP. Power down once again. Well played, dearh. Well played. So far, that is definitely the weirdest game of the night. I can tell you that much. That was a weird game. All right. Let's get the next game queued up, chat. All right. Let's see here. I'm tired, chat. It kind of today hit me like a brick wall. I ate very, very late, so I think that's the big issue here. Alright, Succubusaloo, our hero on Rush Hour. Haven't seen them in a while. Come back after months. Well, there you go. Was scared when I saw Sir Probes a lot. I don't know how, but managed to squeeze a win. Creepy Devil earned my respect. You know, I still don't think that we've been provided the assets by the team for Sir Probes a lot. I'm gonna have to check that. Oh, no, we do have it. We do have it. We'll guess if Sir Probes is in this game, I promise you that will be in the thumbnail. If Sir Probes actually is in this game, it's a Rush Hour game, so like it's gonna take a bit to get things up and rolling. Creepy Devil is cool to me. Creepy Devil's pretty good. Ooh, Hercules. I keep hearing about how good Hercules is and nobody uses it, so Show me. I mean, this is from bad guys, so I guess don't show me. But you get what I mean, chat. Panic point advantage hero. Banking to 11, though. I realized I didn't submit my match, so go do it. Ooh, there is Sir Probes. Go do it in Discord. Force field, 2 hits. This is an ability that hasn't been reused yet. All effects of any 2 enemy attacks or abilities, after which its protection is removed. So you can still displace it, though. Interesting. Alright, just trading out 1 keys here. Keep hitting the mic by accident. I gotta put my hands down. I was leaning on my chin as I'm pondering, considering, hypothesizing what the Sir Probes a lot is going to do. I mean, Probes shielding up Hercules seems like potentially very good. I've never seen this thing actually do the attack animation. Gravedigger breaking irrelevant blocks? Little puff action. Sir Probes a lot summoning animations like a cartoon character. I think a lot of Phobies are. They're summoning animations. Alright then. How long did, like, in the... do Doc Holliday too? That's the wrong thing. It doesn't look like the force field wears off. It will be there until it's consumed, I think. I got a little Doc Holliday action. Dude, Doc Holliday is so unsettling. That looks so funny. Yeah, the force field does look cool. I like this. I am very curious when Sir Probes a lot becomes like a regular phobie. More people have access to it. Is it going to be good, healthy, or what? Also, everything about Doc Holliday makes my skin crawl. Everything about Doc Holliday makes my skin crawl, chat. It's just... that's just not right. That's just... it's not right. Speaking of beauty, we were talking about beauty the other night, because I haven't seen a beauty in a very long time, but we have a double Blom setup from our hero here. I gotta say, we gotta do something soon, because that Sir Probes is gonna start force fielding, like, the entire team. Probes a melee? No, Probes is ranged. The idea of it being teeth is unsettling. Yeah, like, having a hole in your tooth like that is actually horrifying. There's a reason that when people refer to something painful, they would say it's like oral surgery. You don't brush your fucking teeth, chat. Brush your teeth. Take care of your teeth. Cooked tooth, it's what's for dinner. Gross. Smiley? I guess. Yes. I don't get what Doc Holliday is supposed to be other than a tooth. Like, the animations make it seem like so many different things. Like, there's one where it kind of looks like a dog. I guess it could be a horse. Even as an animation for it being, what, 1/2 shield? Yeah. We'll watch it again. We can skip ahead again. We don't see Sir Probes a lot very often. Like, it has a different animation, which is actually pretty sick. I didn't call attention to that, so I'm glad chat did. We'll skip back ahead. Bwam. Why have they not... Did it just come back up? Like, why have they not used the force field again? Cooking Sir Probes. My man's got 3 eyes and still couldn't see it coming. What is this Doc Holliday doing? Like, it's doing nothing. Just the little push. Oh, there's the tooth lasso. I don't know if it did anything valuable. You know what's funny is actually the smiley was a decent counter to Hercules because it's like impossible to hit something with Hercules and not hit the smiley, right? Power down there from Bad Omen. Doc Holliday's cooked. Speaking of creepy devil. There are parts of this match where I definitely feel as though both players are like, look at this cool phobia I have, and not necessarily this is the best phobia for the situation, but I'm okay with it. Why didn't they hold on, does that work? Could they not have shielded Akira, then hit these guys twice so that you don't get diseased? Does that not make more sense? Yeah, I feel like Bad Guy may have made a few crucial play errors here. Just saying. Bees! What is Hercules' ability called? Is it Murder of Bees? Murder of Bees. At this point, it's all over but the crying, basically. I was about to say, but then the fire got him. Bad Guy honorably diving, not hanging back. Sir Probes a lot. Confirmed, not broken. Bees! GG. Sir Probes a lot. Confirmed, not broken. Don't at me. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a little Hi Georgie action. Some of these names. Oh my god, these names. I'll give you 3 guesses as to which name I'm laughing about. But our hero here is Hi Georgie. It's me, your favorite unhinged boy. I know my gameplay might not be as impressive as others because of stress levels. I still enjoy you and chat's reactions to my games. Also, Fire Ant gave me a big surprise this game. You know what gave me a big surprise? One of the names in this. Sir Probes-a-Lot sucks. Confirmed. It's confirmed. We saw it. We just watched Sir Probes-a-Lot's fucking stink it up. Cyclops. Cyclops. Corpse Juices sounds like a death metal band. Tell me you can't picture like walking into like is it Corpse Juices? Well, there's only 2 options, so it definitely sounds like a death metal band. Little Hevo action. I can't wait until this goes live, and then a bunch of people are going to post in the comments like, yeah, I love Corpse Juices. Their album, whatever, is all amazing. And we're like, it's unfortunate because the lead guitarist killed and ate the drummer or something like that. Love Cyclops for its design. I mean, there are a lot of Phobies I love their design. I really don't like Razormouth. I mean, I get people have fears of cats, but like, it's just not... There's nothing interesting about it. At least Bad Omen has something interesting, right? Sheeping Gas is at least amusing. You know, there's only a handful of Phobies that are just like, there's just nothing that great about it. What? Alright, we're getting the build up. Panic point advantage, hero. Is that going to be enough damage to just kill this? That creep is dead, by the way, so this absolutely did not seem worth it. Sheeping Gas is just a sheep that does a lot of damage. I mean, Sheeping Gas is funny because farts are funny. Like... Bad Sheep is deadlier. I mean, yes, but it's also a continuation of the same joke. And it also is a pun in the name, so like that also inherently makes it funnier. Bad Sheep. Alright, Georgie, I understand that we're going for unhinged games, but like, Fish Tank? I don't know about that one. That one seems like what we call in the business a stretch. Sparky. Bad Sheep. I want a third one, and it's Badder Sheep. Ooh, sniping the Cyclops. Even with the fire, even better. I don't love the Ray Chargel's positioning, but I guess it's fine, because bad guy's down to 3 Phobies. Cyclops is dead. It's going to be Hevo, Sparky, Sheep. We all float down here, Georgie. I know that's from It, but I've never seen the movie. I heard the new one, the like remake one, was good. Wasn't there a sequel to it as well? Fire Ant. Why does does it have? Fire Ant's toes are weird. Specifically, like, hold on. Like, look at its front legs. Just the way its legs are forward, and then its middle legs are more like this, like it's a thumb. But I guess the other ones have thumbs too, but the thumbs are forward facing? As opposed to like this? I don't know. It's weird. You know what? Every time I see sheeping gas attack like that, not the fart explosion, but its regular attack, it reminds me of a character from the fighting game Primal Rage. There were two, like, gorilla characters. They're supposed to be, like, King Kong kind of things, because it was a bunch of dinosaurs. It was humans who turned themselves into dinosaurs and these King Kong characters, and then are, like, trying to take over the world after there was some catastrophe or some shit. It was just, like, bad fighting game story, but it was cool because it's like they were all in claymation, but one of them attacked with like farts, or had special attacks that were farts, and it reminds me of sheeping gas, or sheeping gas reminds me of that. Fish tank slapping the shit out of Sparky. There's gonna be a trap going off here, right? Like, there's no way there's not a trap. Georgie with the Boo Fairy. There's the trap. Fire Ant is cute. I don't know what planet you're on right now, but I don't think it's planet Earth. Bad guy being forced to prioritize the fish tank. That's a sentence you don't hear very often. That is not a sentence you hear very often. Well done. Down goes the Fire Ant with minimal... Like, yeah, the trap was not good. You don't want to get hit with a Fire Ant trap, but that wasn't bad. What happened to this tile? It's obviously still there, and it's a visual bug. That's just kind of funny. Quagmire v. Alligator. This is a very weird way to conclude this game. But our hero does kind of just have a better team. I don't love Boo Fairy, but the power down will be relevant. And now you get your pick of power down targets. I think you just kill the Hevo, power down the Quagmire, or not. Power down the Hevo, huh? That's an interesting set of decisions that led to this position. I mean, bad guys just bullied out of here. There's nothing they can do. Georgie took over the game many turns ago. It's a 5-0 panic point advantage. What is bad guy's plan packing up like this? Ugh. You gotta forgive me, chat. I'm gonna need a break right after this game. I'm gonna need a moment. Bad guy getting cooked. Well played, Georgie. I don't know if this was the most unhinged game. Was the other one weirder? Just because we can with the Boo Fairy. Alligator with a takedown, GG. Well played. Alright, chat. I will be right back Don't go away. Alright, chat, we're back. I am super tired. I was trying to see if there's any, like, maybe a piece of candy or something. Give me an energy boost. No such luck. So we're just gonna power through. You're just gonna have to deal with me being a little bit sleepy. A little bit sleepy. But we're here on Dark Sarcasm with noobsim. I'm sick of Chauvel. Well, alright, well, this game's kind of broken. It gives me a chance to go on a rant about Chauvel. So, I gotta be honest, like, remember when it was before it got nerfed? Alright, the game kicked in. Good. So we don't have too many turns with being broken. But remember when it first released, how it was immediately active and, like... Did it even have a cooldown? I think it had a cooldown. But displacement tools, we've always said, are the most powerful thing you can do in a game like Phobies. Like, it just is, right? It's the most powerful thing you can do. And we were missing a like, team displacement ability, like Shove Shark, for a very long time. And then people got Akira, and Akira was always broken. Until it got nerfed, and then now it's reasonable, I guess. But I gotta be honest, I don't know that there's a world where Shove Shark will ever be balanced. I guess you could just put like an extremely long or reasonably long cooldown on it. But for example, would a cooldown, regardless of how long it is, matter in this particular scenario? Because losing that jar is kind of a big deal, right? We'll see how Bad Guy follows up here. Alright, we get a Evo 3.0, so you can't stay there and just continue to chip away with jar. Could you not just back up? Why did you run all the way back there? I guess you could have gotten attacked by Haffy, but like, the Shove Shark is down, so you could have at least taken a shot and then backed up to the left, to the west side of the map. So you poke the Hevo. Is that one jar hit gonna matter? Maybe. Bug zapper. Zapping some bugs. Positioning here is pretty good. No matter where that Hevo goes, if it advances in, it's going to get targeted down by Zappy. And Zappy remains in range of a vault snipe muffin. Question is, are we going to get a noobsim push here? Ooh, Cerberus. I actually like this as a potential response to Hevo. So typically, you get your electricals. Yeah, Zappy makes sense, right? However, the question is, why Cerberus over, say, a power down? That's the other typical response, other than just, I guess, diving the Hevo. But if you get a Haffy for the body block, if you get, you know, what the hell's his name? Wooly Bully, for example, you could try and power down the Hevo and therefore can't really do anything. But the Cerberus cleaving a path, opening up the sight line for the big ol' hit on Hevo. Maxed out though, so no muffin. Down goes Zappy. Ouch down, population hero. 3 keys to 0 though. Oh no, that's a Clinico. That's tough. That is tough. You're going to get the kill on the Temptress. All of this, of course, basically just trying to bait bad guy into opening up a kill on the Evo. But with Panic Point advantage, bad guy's going to play it safe. Evo definitely is a threat, but if you are doing single target attacks like this, it's not nearly as impressive. I was about to say, if you're going to break, you want to do it early so that way you can get the cooldown back. But either way, it's triple Panic Point advantage. I think Shove Shark's still down. That's a Clinico activation, though. So all that work on the Evo has been erased. Shove. Slap. Ooh, going for the heart. I like that. I like that. I don't know that I love this, but I guess it's fine. That should have gone to the heart, I think. There's no reason to attack the Evo there if you're going to send the Cerberus after the heart. What's the point? Shove Shark to save the Evo. It's a good play, I think. This is the last turn, so I have to imagine there's an enormous amount of damage going down. Oh, okay. Sure. So, that was a way more interesting set of Shove Shark plays. I'm sure it was incredibly stressful mid-game. Like, actually playing the game. But I think that usage of Shove Shark was way more interesting than what I typically say. Like, the big complaint, of course, is the Shove Shark poke, which we did see a little bit, but the movement with Cerberus isn't bad. I sometimes just wonder, and I think they just don't want to do something like this, is what if Shove Shark only allowed you to push melee Phobies? I don't think they want to do that because that would require probably a whole lot of additional bug testing because it's a new sort of mechanic, we'll say. And it might be too complicated for, like, just casual players. But other than Blondie, like, what melee Phobies are problematic with it? Are there any? I don't know. Either way, Spartacusbad is going to be our good guy. So Spartacus good, cool Baba game. Definitely not for Karst Guide. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but we're going to find out. Is this a Karst Guide game on Rush Hour with the Christmas Evo avatar, Christmas Plaid avatar? I wonder if we're going to get a new holiday thing. We have El Espinoso. We should be getting another monthly Phobie as well as potentially some portraits and stuff. We'll see what they have in store for the end of the year. Stabby out a bad guy. I still don't love this, like, Gravedigger play here. Pop this obstacle. I mean, it's fine. This map just kind of sucks. This map is kind of boring. It inherently leads to stalemates, which I understand. The map is called... Ooh, a little Billy action. All right. Our hero cooking something up. Dude, look at that. Billy can get all the way out there and still is able to cook this snowball. It's actually going to take a bunch of damage between the fire and the lava. Tough spot to be in. And if the snowball tries to go to the spot to heal, Billy can go up, pop it, kill it, and retreat because it'll have another move. Billy's animations are just so cool. They're sick. I love Billy's stuff. There's a little Baba Ha. Who first called it that? There's somebody that used to hang out in chat. I don't remember who it is. It's cool, but why they gotta be long? What, Billy's animation? I don't feel like it's that long. I feel like there are animations that are very long, like Smiley. Smiley's animation could be twice as fast, and it would be fine. Billy's, partially because it's new, but just like the pew 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 effect of it, I don't know. I just really like it. I don't think it needs to be faster. It could be faster, and I don't think it would be bad, but I don't think it has to be. That's weird. Why would you break that block and not take that panic point? What? I don't... I guess they want to save the tickles for trap investigation? I don't... I'm tired. I don't know. I'm like seriously wiped out, chat. Probably didn't Cap's ability to get a free hit on Inoculus. I guess? Would they have? Okay, yes, they would have. That's fair. That's fair. I'll admit I missed that one. Like I said, cut me some slack, chat. I'm wiped. Wait, can you kill this Billy? No, not even close. Okay, never mind. It just seems weird to, like, break that block and not go for it. It's like, okay, yes, you block for the Inoculus, but then why did you bother with the Gravedigger to break that block? Like, what is the point? I love this sound on Billy's attack. Although I'm still of the opinion that I don't know how Billy is gonna not be broken. Billy seems redonkulous. And the build-up continues. I know a few weeks ago I said I wanted to be more critical, or not critical, but more strategy-focused in the game reviews, and I still do, but tonight's not going to be a night for that, in case you haven't noticed. And not because of the quality of the games or anything like that, it's just my brain is fried. 2 traps. Ah, ah, ah. So, something I noticed in the art for AWOL's card, also that's kind of a cool effect up there with Gonzo. You can't really see it here. You might be able to see it in the collection screen better, but the way that it looks like AWOL moves is more like it kind of scurries rather than hops, and it like octopus crawls. It looks way more unsettling doing that than hopping. Like, with it hopping, it's like, it has these gross tentacle things. But, like, with them moving to cause the locomotion, that seems way grosser. Shove shark. 15 keys to 15 keys. Bad guy banking all the way up to 15. Little plaid action. I didn't know Spartacus had plaid. I feel like plaid is showing up in way more... Well, maybe not way more games, but it's definitely showing up in more games. Fun fact, Baba Yaga and Fire Ant are the only two trappers that Unicorn does not make completely useless. As in, Unicorn cannot completely deny their traps from doing their thing. It would have been way more concise to just say, those are the only two AoE traps. I think that's what you're getting at, and it would have been way more concise to put it that way. I'd say we're trading Innocuous here, but, like, a lot more is going to die on bad guy's side because of plaid. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Bad guy able to protect their team. Would have hurt on Innocuous, though. It, in fact, does croak. Big advantage for bad guy with 3 Rangers still alive. Admittedly, you have Billy, so... Ooh, this is a great play. We saw this set up a couple games ago. Allowing for the counter kill. Even have the Cassowary plus Temptress. Alright, fine, Temptress. To eliminate, rather, the snowball. And dropping extra traps. Bad guy. Still has 15 keys, though. There's a lot of options here. There's a lot of potential. But as the old saying goes, put potential in one hand and dog crap in the other. See which one fills up first. Oh, AoE heaven. What, because they stepped on these 2 traps? Or because of the plaid play before? I don't know if chat's behind. Boom! Double Baba Yaga hit. Not enough to actually kill anything, though, but they're basically dead. Bad Omen with a kill there. Baba Yaga with a kill here. $12K damage? Yeah, I don't think it's 12K. 1.2K sounds closer. 12K might be a slight exaggeration. Chad, I was trying to explain Phobies to yet another new person today. And I went through my usual spiel about what kind of game it is. And how you play and stuff like that. And then I got to the point of explaining what the leveling system was like. And it was... This is going to sound weird to put it this way, but I try and listen to myself when I talk. People might think that's a weird thing to say, but, like, I think it's important to hear the word. Like, how are you explaining things to people? How are you describing things to people? Especially when it comes to trying to, like, maybe sell them on, hey, Phobies is a great game, come try it. Because if it doesn't work for one person, well, maybe you need to adjust your approach. Maybe it just doesn't work for them, whatever. But hearing myself explain how the leveling system goes, and I'm just like... There's no positive spin on this. There's no salvaging this. This is just awful. That, speaking of awful, 1,001 damage. Yikes. Does seem like it's going to be the Billy show. Alright, so we're just picking things off here. Given the mobility of our hero's team, it's basically impossible for Bad Guy to get out of this. Even though you could argue, oh, well, they have better Phobies. They have Erratic, they have a Gonzo. But we're not going to, you know, no items, final destination this. Now, admittedly, Bad Guy is marching towards that healing spot, which is really where our hero is going to want to end up at some point. Look at that team. That team is beat up. I do love that our hero has no fear about the lava tiles or anything like that. They are just lighting everything up as necessary, putting the plaid onto lava in order to push damage through lobs, and this is going to force Erratic to make a decision. They're electing to go for the Billy, and... Alright, Billy is toast. Billy's going to get lasered down by Gonzo. But they are clustered. Plaid, how do you not end the game this turn? I guess the Erratic leached a lot of life. Down goes Gonzo. Soon to be Erratic. Hilariously, the Erratic will leech less life because it's not going to do as much damage because there isn't much life left. Oh my god. That's the only appropriate way that this game ends. That's the only way. You know, that's just poetic. That is poetic. Well done. The first trap placed, yeah, that's a poetic way for that game to end. Imagine if you're in Bad Guy's shoes. We've had games like that before where it's just like, if I was in Bad Guy's shoes, I'd be mad. I'd be pretty mad. Uh-oh. I don't know which game we're talking about because it's against the same person on the same day and they're both favorited, neither of which feature the phobies that are mentioned in the notes. So I'm going to assume it's the longer one, and I'm going to skim this real quick before I put it up. I'm thinking it's the other one. Yeah, it's got to be the other one. All right, Jeremy, our hero, once again. People were giving Jeremy a little bit of a hard time after last week's viewer games. Just lighthearted, good-natured ribbing, we'll say. Jeremy has 2 games against this player. Both on the same day. Both were favorited, so I don't know which one is the intended one. I think it's this one. What a peaceful night to play Smiley on. I hope nobody shifts the heart of my heart to 0. The HP of my heart to 0. This guy, probably. Those are sentences that I don't think anyone has ever said, nor will they ever say again. But basically, I skimmed the other game, and there was no Smiley. Plus, this one has the map name. Although, I'll be honest, when I was looking at the 2 games, it didn't occur to me about the map name because I was convinced this was Megalo for some reason. And I'm like, I don't get it. What the hell does Night Shift have to do with this? This is Megalo. But it's not. This is Night Shift. The other one's Megalo. Either way, getting our usual standoffish setup. I don't remember if people liked this map or not. I feel like people didn't. A little boom action here. A little boomage. We've got an innocuous, huh? Been a night of innocuous. I am still torn about banning innocuous in Monster of the Week because it doesn't show up with the frequency that would justify it, is the way I'd put it. Dead corn. Free pick there. Take those. Full flying V action. Triple panic point advantage hero. Also banked up to 8 keys. So although a bunch of things are going to die here, there is some potential. I don't love, again, boom going down there. It probably doesn't matter. But just to once again, for those in the back, to explain, like this stabby, if it had to commit 2 attacks to that 1 key, may not have been able to reposition there, which maybe matters, maybe doesn't. Monster Week remains the only tourney that I know of that doesn't have a single Phobie banned. Well, the draft tournaments don't technically have Phobies banned, right? Do they ban Phobies? I mean, we've banned Phobies in the past. And I'm not opposed to doing it. It's just a matter of whether it's needed. And right now, I think people are, like, self-regulating because they just don't use the things that people hate. For better or worse. Hey, there is the smiley. That's a very aggressive flesh crawler. Phobie Draft League had Shove Shark banned and Phantom banned. Interesting. I mean, given the way a draft like that functions, I think that... I don't know. It's weird because if one player has access to Shove Shark and no one else does, that feels like it's really ridiculous, right? Tentacles! Clobster! Triple panic point advantage once again. Fairly healthy flesh crawler. Community vote wanted to ban it. I don't know. Dawn of the final turn. Did not matter. This kind of felt like similar to some of the earlier games tonight. First few games tonight. Our hero just kind of did what they wanted. This is kind of a night, less of weird games and more just ass whoopings. Alright, next to last game, chat. Then we'll call it an evening, because I definitely need to go to bed early tonight. I am tired. Alright, we got somebody new both to the stream and to game submission. qwuezty. Kept calling him qwuezty the other night, and I realized that's not how their name is spelled. But no notes here. Also didn't favorite the game. Please favorite your game so that way I can find them. Makes it easier. But either way, you're on Scopaceum. Little snowball opener. The classic response, Hydra. This has got to be... Alright, I'll pause for a moment. Take a guess, chat. What stress level do you think this is? You can kind of tell by people's openers. roughly what stress level they're at. And I mean, if your opponent starts Snowball on a big map, and your response to that is Hydra, you're probably in for a bad day. I'm just saying. You're in for a bad day. Stress level 43. Well, our hero clearly is above... Is it 40 or 30 where you get Snowball? I think it's 40, right? It's Ginseng, Clinico. 40's where you get Snowball? That's what I thought. I don't think Bad Guy is stress level 40. Just based on what they are doing. Even before we look at the levels of Phobies. And it looks like Bad Guy is just gonna get whomped here. I mean, you spend all that time inching the Hydra up here just to suicide it in? Like, I don't know. Erratic coming down. Our hero is offering up some Phobies themselves, like this cassowary could snipe the Snowball, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter? Actually, never mind. I thought more would have to be invested into the Ray Chargels, but either way, Snowball down. Bad Guy retreating. Apparently not respecting the 3-0 panic point advantage. Blinky action. Okay, sure. Chad, I haven't been sleeping right. Like, my neck hurts, my joints hurt. There's something wrong with the bed. It legit hurt today. Not, oh, I'm sore, I slept wrong or slept weird. Like, no, it actually hurt. Like, something's wrong, it hurts. What is going on? I don't have the foggiest idea what Bad Guy is doing. Like, they're just not engaging? And it doesn't feel like they're setting anything up. I don't really understand the Dr. Dermic out of our hero. Or that erratic positioning, for that matter. It's weird watching a game like this, because in my head I'm screaming, like, somebody just go hard and push. The bad guy just surrenders? What did I just watch? What did I... Maybe it's because I'm so tired, but like, what did I just watch? GG. No notes. I don't know what to say to that one, chat. That one... That, of all the games of Phobies, that was absolutely one of them. Of all the games of Phobies, that was in fact one of them. Alright, I'm going to assume this is a typo. All right, hopefully we got the right game. Marky versus Shinra. There might be a typo in the spreadsheet for who bad guy is. But we're here on Diabolical. Close match are the only notes. And I know these players have met in Monster of the Week, so that's why I paused to double check the levels. We got a longer one. Strap in chat. Crushmore, Gravedigger, Terraformers, very common on this map. We'll see how this one ends. I'm anticipating a heart push because that is a common answer on here. We'll see if either player goes Speedolas. So I won't be streaming. Well, I will stream this coming Sunday, I expect, barring something happening. There are things that are going on that may impede my ability to stream real life stuff. But the following weekend, I will not be streaming because it's PAX Unplugged. If you're going, maybe we can meet up. I don't know. But I will probably temporarily pause the game submissions so that way we don't come back and there's a gazillion. Just warning people, I meant to say that earlier at the beginning. But yeah, if you're going to PAX Unplugged, you can feel free to say hello to me if you see me. I don't really know what games I'm going to be playing at the convention because they don't have a big tournament like they typically do for the games that I'm playing, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to be involved in. Quagmire is something that kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while, but has been seemingly making a resurgence in recent weeks. Bunch of HP walls in front of Marky's Hevo here. It looks like we're just going to trade one keys. What's the follow-up from Shinra? We're actually going to get a retreat. Definitely makes sense. I think I would have liked to see the Ray stay in range, like move it down one tile, but maybe it would have died to an invade. But if you do that as Marky, probably end up losing more than just the Ray, or like more than just 5 keys to trade for the Ray. I could be wrong. But you'd have to clear Tickles first, so like, I don't know. Either way, down goes Tickles. I almost said Dr. Boom. It's a Hearthstone character, isn't it? Pretty sure that's a Hearthstone character. Regardless, Boom claims the panic point. 4-2 hero. It just doesn't feel like Shinra's doing much of anything here. Doesn't feel like I'm not sure where they're going with this plan. I don't love the Ray as an answer to simply Hevo. They do have 10 keys banked up, so we'll see what bad guy has in store. Marky, however, with the panic point advantage, just doesn't have the same level of pressure put on them. Like, they just don't have to do as much, or anything for that matter. Well, that's where the 10 keys were banking to. We got a Hevo 3.0, second one tonight. The first one didn't do so well. We'll see how this one does. Spoiler alert. Probably not good for the Hevo player. The 3.0 Hevo. Only just over a third of the way through the game. There's another plaid. Dude, does everybody have plaid now? Here's a question for you, chat, that hasn't really come up. At least not in discussions that I've paid attention to. How much power creep do you think there is within the context of recent Phobies? Because it's very easy to be like, oh, well, Plaid was powerful, Frosty was powerful, obviously Shove Shark and Phantom, and a variety of other things. But you also have stuff like Whiskers mixed in, which isn't great because you don't lower the power level of Frosty because Whiskers exists. So, like, does it matter that Whiskers exists and, like, the average power level of an expansion is lower as a result? Because I'm of the opinion you just gauge it by the things that are the most powerful. Those are the ones that are going to see play. And it feels like, and I haven't put a lot of thought into it, but sometimes I'm thinking about it, and it really does feel like it is way, like, Phobies are way more powerful now. Free pot shot here on Plaid. Nope. We're not doing it because the Miss Moffat will pull it into range, and then Plaid probably just annihilates the Hevo. We have 3 of the 4 Hevos out on the field right now. In terms of power creep, I don't think anything has been power crept badly, or the Phobies that got power crept were just bad / not used before they got crept. I think the bar has been raised on Phobie stuff. Like, there's a lot more... Maybe not a lot more, but it does feel like there's more explosive plays. There's obviously more, quantity-wise, vault snipes. But is it... Even if we say there are more, is it meaningfully more? You know, like, does it matter now? I guess the context that it really would come up in is... Say that they did nerf all the Sentinels, Phantom, and Shove Shark. Not necessarily into uselessness, but like they got nerfed and now other things come up. Do we immediately have a new problem? Because after Boss Gonzo got dealt with, now all of a sudden it's Shove Shark Sentinels is the big complaint. This is why this game is over 30 turns. Is this a dead Inoculus? It's definitely a dead Inoculus. Ooh, I like this play. I like this a lot. The Gravedigger positioning is interesting. So we have a diseased and poisoned Ray. We have a dead Inoculus and damage onto the opposing spider. I don't know if I love the Gravedigger there, but I think it's intended to prevent a Miss Moffat pull on something. We got the big ol' boost there. That's a dead Hevo. That's a dead spider. I don't think you needed to hit the second time. You could have flown away, but I have a feeling that the Ray is just dead. But now, Hevo 3.0 is exposed to a Plaid off of a stem. So this definitely feels like it was just bait. Aside from the fact that you're going to clean up the bottom. Oh, we're not going to go for the Hevo. Slap. That should be all she wrote. Hevo gonna get a kill on the sheep here, cooking the sheep. But that Quagmire is gonna tank this. And now it's just a matter of running down Hevo and the Crushmore. There's an argument here to just claim this panic point. But the Quagmire's so beat up that it's probably not worth it. You have a 4-2 panic point advantage. They have to commit into you. Even with this, it's 4-3. Oh, excuse me. It was 5-2 before. 4-3 now. I think I said that wrong throughout this game, but whatever. Yep. Nothing that Lord Shinra can do at this stage. You're going to have to walk stuff into range. I would have liked to see the Quagmire stay in a position to be able to also fight this Hevo. I don't know why you move it there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Plaid putting in a lot of work today. Plaid put in a lot of work today. This game included. That's a bold move there, Cotton. Realistically, yeah, this one was going to be over. You can't stop everything. GG. Very well played. All right, chat. That's going to do it for tonight. We got through these relatively quickly, but I am super tired. I really need to go to sleep, and you can probably tell from these games, so I apologize. Like I said earlier, should be streaming this weekend. Next weekend, I will not be streaming. I'll do some follow-up videos about the event, talk about it in Discord. Links for that, as well as the stream, and where you can submit your games and sign up for Monster of the Week in the description of this video. But that's going to do it for tonight. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And tune in next time for more Random's Thoughts.